Do you remember 2012? Were you a homeowner on the verge of facing foreclosure? How did the word foreclosure become a wildfire norm? Man, there are so many forks in the road from which all of the chaos stems from. But pinpointing all of it would be maddening. And so here's my perspective. Ground your memory and see if you can relate. Hey, what's up? Money Sage here. Man, I just love money. Real money, that is. But don't get it twisted, I'm not greedy for money. Money gives me the luxury of placing value on things I really care about. My health, my knowledge. I could buy audiobooks for days. My family's well-being, my gorgeous and spectacular home, my vroom vrooms. What else? Oh, I never let money get in my way of being honorable. That's where money and I draw the line. And that's how we keep an ongoing and healthy relationship. We do get risky, but that's it. Well, enough about me. Let's talk about money. Around the year 2012 was just about the time DApps had matured in performing short sale packets and negotiations. But going back in sequence, 2010 was when he incorporated. At a moment's pass after reading Donald Trump's forward book, Asset Protection 101, a basics book on learning how to incorporate, setting up corporations and trusts, and how to structure your privacy to safeguard your assets. DApps was embracing his journey as a short sale real estate entrepreneur, along with his two loyal, quite intelligent, young and ambitious business partners, Rich and Devon. They admired his ambition, his gusto. And to them, DApps oversold what he was talking about based on how he was doing it. When he shared with them what the workload could equate to on a successful deal, they were on board. After he trained them to communicate flawlessly at each door knocking of the defaulted homeowner's front door, part of the visit included sharing a FIAT packet so that struggling homeowners could know their options. Considering DApps, Rich, and Devon, they knew they were facing foreclosure. DApps mentions that homeowners would always be at shocking surprise and ask, "How did you guys get my information?" Simple. Once in foreclosure, it's a matter of public record. Rich and Devon were crushing it. Instead of DApps having to focus on his lead generation, the young bucks were talking to homeowners and converting prospects to patrons like DApps couldn't believe. It was a match made in heaven. Long story short, and only a few deals converted to successful closings, because short selling after the housing market crash of 2008-2009 was not like the older days. Banks were putting up red tape everywhere and switching up countless requirements at any given moment of the negotiation without any fair warnings, and causing submitted packets to converge into all over again do-overs. It was internal incompetency and error by each bank. But Rich and Devon got tired of communicating and not seeing many paydays. And when they did, a payout after closing between the three only translated into several thousands of dollars. Fast forward back to 2012, and not enough funds were cycling to keep the dream team moving forward together. However, Rich and Devon had suggested to DApps about getting to know the head attorney at Babcock Law Offices. DApps wanted to witness what the commotion was all about. Babcock Law Offices was specializing in foreclosure defense cases. By the way, since you love the content, be sure to join, subscribe, tip me with the like button, and talk to me. Leave a comment for us to share with everyone. DApps wasn't all that enthusiastic about going to work for someone else. He had his own thing going on. But they all sat with the attorney, and at the end of the scheduled meeting, DApps viewed how Babcock Law Offices was standing up for the people. DApps could relate because he was doing the same with his short sale deals. Except here, he was going to be able to negotiate his short sales, be an independent marketer and Spanish interpreter, but more significantly, sustain a steady income while he worked there and continued to grow his business. About 2.5 years later, and after tremendous success at the law firm, with learning the ins and outs of pre-foreclosure, foreclosure, case filing, communicating with clients with their statuses, and being a liaison between the Rhode Island State Federal Court, DApps once again had to break ties from working for someone else and move on. Rhode Island State Federal Court dismissed more than 1,000 filed cases without prejudice, and Babcock Law Office's foreclosure defense system fell apart by design. This process taught DApps a huge learning curve. There is no justice in the former court system, just us. Now, if I were to break down the lending process with you, you would be torn and furious, because banks don't lend you money, and they can't because they don't have any. And by the former legalese, they cannot lend your money or anyone else's money to anyone. And so what do they lend? Check it out. They take your deposit and lend credit based on a term called fractional reserve banking. However, credit does not exist. Are you catching on to the scam? Anyhow, the beauty of crypto is that it lends anyone looking to be financially free a second chance to correct not only flawed, but also a corrupt system. Apart from getting away from centralization, doing away with mortgages, Mortgages are poorly written contracts in modification grammar style, and that's also by design. Hold that thought while I prime you up like a little dirty wall that you are with a prime coating. With crypto real estate assets, coins, or tokens, we have a new way of getting our hands on a piece of real estate. And the rally for the crypto representing real estate has yet to even start. That's the beauty of it all. And that's how early we are to be on the side of early adoption. Coin the phrase, if you stack your stats. Many of us can become quite rich, if and only if that is something you truly desire. I have categorized a list of the top 6 cryptos for your real estate portfolio to stash in your wallet, based on my knowledge and cross-reference with their current performance by market capitalization, other significant numbers. Number 1, Proppy, a world's first decentralized real estate marketplace to facilitate real-time unified transactions in reducing fraud. Number 2, Elysia, a P2P digital joint investment platform connecting seller and buyer with self-wallet service. Number 3, Parcel, an exchange focused on correct real estate prices and leveraging real estate data. Number 4, Landshare, a DeFi platform offering hassle-free alternatives to traditional real estate investing. Number 5, Rentberry, offering home rental service, joining tenants with the landlords. And number 6, Brick, allowing investors access to a variety of properties for full or partitioned ownership. So the takeaway from my little story is share with you all out there that we are at the brinks of starting everything over. Clean slate. And what could be better than investing in crypto and real estate? Everyone, thank you. Gratitude for taking the time, and don't be so broke you can't pay attention. Do me a favor and help me get this content out, and since you love it, be sure to leave comments, follow, subscribe. Thumbs up, hit the share link, and blast this good stuff to your world. I want the audience. Hello?